over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Patriots going up against the Falcons. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL, NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. And here's Lewis. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And taking the field tonight for the record 7th time in a Super Bowl, Tom Brady.
He desperately wanted to get to Super Bowl 50, didn't he? I mean, he grew up in Redwood City, and that wasn't terribly far from Santa Clara where that Super Bowl was held. But he doesn't care right now. He's in another one. What is this, his 7th?
7th. Isn't that just hard to believe? Unbelievable.
And he has a chance to get a second Super Bowl title in the same city. He did it once before in Houston against Carolina.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And on this offense, a guy that kind of came in under the radar, Lewis.
Hard to believe that Dion Lewis was that far under the radar. There is something to precedent from schools. Played at Pitt, and they do know how to churn out running backs.
Now Brady throwing on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now bringing the Falcons out, likely your front runner for the MVP trophy. Matt Ryan named first-team All-Pro earlier last week, and he played like it against Seattle. 338 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Pretty clean game.
I like what he said prior to the playoffs about his past playoff experiences where things didn't go the way that he wanted them to. He said he put too much pressure on himself, that everything had to be precise, everything had to be perfect. He backed it off for this year's playoffs, and you see the end result. Just go out, have fun, be yourself. And boy, that worked to perfection in that game against Seattle.
Now Ryan on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, you talk about safety first. Gosh, for such a rare play, kind of unbelievable how many Super Bowls recently have begun with a safety. Trudge, you had Tom Brady getting called for grounding against the Giants in Super Bowl 46.
Peyton Manning with the snap over his head in Super Bowl 48.
Yep, and now here's this one. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Taking it about the 16. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
On second down, here's Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number one task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Going underneath. for Lewis. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Here's Brady, finding time, and unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Here's Ryan Allen now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. And as Atlanta gets set to go again on the offensive side, you know, before the game, you and I talking about the Georgia Dome. Surprisingly getting one more game in front of those home fans thanks to Green Bay's win over Dallas.
Yeah, I don't think they truly expected it, you know, and that's one of those added bonuses, right? You get one more in front of the home fans, one more time with your routine at home as you play the most important game of the season, the NFC Championship game. But I do know this. Our colleague Ulysses, no one happier than him to have one more game in the Dome, as he is a monster Falcons fan.
Falcons hoping to make their second Super Bowl. They lost in Super Bowl 33 to Denver. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Brandon, I remember going through the draft process last year, and one of the things I liked so much about Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys was how hard he played when he didn't have the football in his hands. And then I thought back to myself, that's Devontae Freeman. He can do it all. Run it, catch it, block. You name it, he does it, and he does it at a really big-time pace.
Quite a tandem with Tevin Coleman. They combined for 102 rushing yards against Seattle, also 102 receiving yards. Now Ryan on second down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
As you look back over the 2016 season, seeing Julio Jones against Carolina is definitely going to stick out in your mind, isn't it?
Oh, he was unbelievable.
300 yards worth of receptions that day. And you just wonder, when he's on, can anyone defend him? And now, the Green Bay Packers have to figure out how to defend Julio Jones in the NFC Championship game.
He scored again against Seattle. He also has other options as well that have stepped up. Hooper at tight end, Mohamed Sanu, Gabriel. So some weapons making it hard to double-team him.
Hard to double-team him. And then, of course, you can always have the two-headed monster in the backfield, Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman, that can hurt him as well. The Atlanta Falcons are high-powered on offense.
A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's got time. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pass interference. Defense.
certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
So they're operating in the red zone. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing again. Ryan. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On second down, here's Ryan. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu from 3 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brady now on first down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Brady gives now to Blunt. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
18 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a New England first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. 7-2 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on first down is Brady. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a toss play to Blount. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
They'll run again with Blount. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Now a carry for Blount. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
They come out here in the eye. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. Third and long. It's Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Pushing a foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get 1 step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Rob Ninkovich on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And here's Lewis. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On first down, Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Surveying the field. Look at the time. And incomplete on the deep ball. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. While we have a breather here, you and I were talking off air about the blue-chip quarterbacks remaining in the NFL playoffs. You got Brady, Roethlisberger, Rodgers, Matt Ryan, the only one of those without a ring.
How about that? And that's a heck of a collection. And the one without a ring, likely to be the 2016 MVP of the NFL. So blue chip indeed.
And Brady 4 rings, Roethlisberger 2, Rodgers 1. We'll see. Can Ryan get that first? Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. Now Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So out come the Falcons now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Second down following the run. On second down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. To throw again is Ryan. That's caught at the 1. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Falcons set to get things rolling on defense again here. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys
Remember
out
that,
a little
guys?
bit,
Yeah.
right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback, that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
On first down, Brady. Caught, left side, Bennett. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, here's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
20, 53.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Going underneath to Blown. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The final shot before half for Brady. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. So as the set designers rush out here to get us ready for the spectacle to come at intermission, these two teams will head to the locker room in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. First and 10 to once again sack the QB. This will go as a loss of 10. Third and goal. Sanu's got the catch here on the quick pass, and this play will go for 6. That pushes the lead to 5. Now to late in the first half, the pass ends up being picked off. Allen's in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Freeman's going to stay inside after the handoff, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. The second half of Super Bowl 51 still to come as we rejoin Brandon and Charles in Houston.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Third down now following the completed pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And looking at this play from the running back's perspective, as it developed, I know he had to think to himself, oh no, here they come.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, Stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there for the Patriots. 32 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
On the toss, this is Blunt. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Now Brady throwing on second down. His throw incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got time in the pocket. And complete on the right side to Bennett. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. Coming out on the field. They got the lead last time, had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. Again, they'll run with Freeman. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you're trying to figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And an alley to run. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
But when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most electrifying runners in the game today. So it'll be first down here after the run. So we've got encroachment, and that's a free 5 yards.
Too easy for the offense. A bit of impatience by the defense on that one.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
All right, so first down, 5 yards to go. They come out here in the I. Coleman now. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bits are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They will run again with Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. One quarter remains in Super Bowl 51. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Coleman. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And here's Lewis. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Blunt, the lone running back. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Brady now on 1st down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now Brady again. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
Brady to throw again. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. In the red zone this time. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First and goal here from the 9. They'll run it here with Blunt. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Finding time. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field that brings up third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got time. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes. Look at your timeouts. Make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Freeman again. And he'll get ahead to the 28-yard line. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Here's Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hang on here Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. That's taken on the 25. I'm on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. The numbers tell the story. Not the best start, but it's not often how you start, it's how you finish. And since that start, he's been good.
Can you just imagine what was going on in the locker room with the defensive coordinator? Because things were working so well. His game plan was in effect. They were holding him down. He was off his game. But you just know that he was nervous at halftime because you don't hold a guy like that down for very long. And in this case, his fears were realized.
Back to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Blunt, the lone running back. They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's brought down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's fourth down. Now Brady got to have this one. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw. Brady. He's got time in the pocket. Now in desperation. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
Was one of my favorite announcers always used to say after a touchdown, give him 6. Now they've got it, but they need 2 in order to tie. This is why teams spend a lot more time on 2-point conversions, because they've become more prevalent in the NFL.
One of the biggest plays in Super Bowl history unfolding before our eyes. They need 2 to tie. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the 2-point conversion. Brady's going to look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. They're hoping to get the stop, get it into OT, but actually, is a takeaway on your mind or just overtime?
You're actually hoping for a gift, because in this situation, you know they're thinking about taking care of the football as well, and you have to be very careful about trying so hard for the takeaway that you miss a tackle, breaks a big run, turns into a play against you. So you're hoping that maybe they just kind of hand it to you, and if so, you'll gratefully accept.
Yeah, they would take that present. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick 6 or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The D for the Pats. The Patriots heading back onto the field now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The former first-round pick, Shea McClellan, in on the stop.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. First throw in overtime now for Ryan. Finding time. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Ryan now to throw on third down. He's got time. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They come out here in the eye. This is Coleman. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
On third down, Ryan. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out come the Patriots. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. First throw of overtime for Brady. Surveying the field. Great protection. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Brady will try again on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Ryan Allen now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They toss to Freeman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here in overtime, and we'll be back. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice. Matt Bryant now. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice. Matt Bryant now. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.